Yeah, for example, on 1 week, 7 days, I had to go to 8 suicides. That was the most, yeah, that was the craziest. It
Is
was
suicide rate high in Iceland?
Yes, you might say that. In January and February, in darkest hours, it will be.
What city was your main jurisdiction? What area?
Reykjavik, it's the capital of Iceland.
Okay, so that's the big city for Iceland. You were right there in the thick of it.
Yeah.
If you could say that.
But we don't carry a gun. We are without weapons. We have our stick, which we carry in the pockets. We can use, but no guns. We have a SWAT team, and no guns.
That's fascinating because, like Robin Williams says, in the Great British, if a police officer says "stop," or I'll say "stop again," how do you manage that with nothing but a stick? The police baton.
They are not using any weapons. These criminals, we know them. We know everybody here.
You know everybody there, so you can negotiate. That's how I worked out most of my problems. I would,
we say, John, stop.
And they would listen. They cooperate, or you just find them later because everybody knows everybody.
Yeah, everybody knows them.
You'll see them at the bar, a couple of days later.
Yeah, we are only 360,000 here, population here.
Wow. So, before we get into the transition to acting, what would you say is the big change, not just the overall crime that you mentioned, but what was the big change from when you started being a policeman in Iceland to when you finished? What was all the little nuances and changes?
The changes was there are more crimes and serious crimes. That's why when I stopped, people, my former colleagues, they said, I stopped around the right time. Because after that, I stopped 93, then I started to grow up this criminality.
What kind of crime?
Murders. Yeah. Before it was nothing, it was very slow. When I started, I could walk on a nighttime all around Reykjavik, every single corner. But when I stopped, we have to be three in a car, never walk alone. That's a huge difference.
So your childhood was a happy childhood. It was good. It wasn't in Iceland. There wasn't a lot of crime. You would seem nice out there. Everybody's seen how beautiful the country is.
Yeah.
And, your job.
Small kids can be outside long in the night, alone. Yeah. No one. It's okay.
So let's get to this long career. You're doing your thing, and then during your career as a police officer, did you want to be an actor, or how did this happen?
Yeah, that's happened. Now you should listen. Once upon a time, in 1981, I was started as a International Police Association Secretary General for Icelandic section, and then the police department in Los Angeles, they invite me to come to them and stay with them for 6 weeks, which I did. And most of my colleagues there, they were bodyguards for the celebrities. And we went up to Beverly Hills and all this. And I talked to the celebrities, and they advised me when I retired, why not go in acting? Because they feel that I have that in myself.
They saw the charisma, the Einar charisma.
Yeah. Yeah. I was joking with them, and I was doing this and that. They said, "You are fantastic. Your career is just started when you go retirement."
You bring us hope to all of us old farts. Because in my careers, I went out for many years trying to be an actor and a comedian and a filmmaker. and I still do projects, but wrapped up in business. But one day, you always say one day. And now we can look forward to Einar. So here's the thing though. They advise you, just like everybody says, well, maybe I can do this. But you've done it. You're starting to do it. I see the IMDb starting to look like there's some projects there, right? You're getting a role going.
Yeah.
What was how did you get your first job?
Here in Iceland, I got in the TV series. I applied for getting in this TV series here, and they took me inside. And after that, on the next TV series and another, I have been in 8 TV series here in Iceland.
Now,
and they said when I'm with them on the set, they said it's good to work with you. You have this charisma. You have a good